Yes. Let's turn that down. Turn this down. Hold on. It's going to take me a minute. I'm on my mobile setup here. So let's see. I don't have my dual monitors. Big move out of Lyft, man. God, it's got to be almost 50% in a week. So got a big trade on for Lyft here. I'm probably going to take some down just because I put a lot on Monday. Let's see. Not the purpose of the live. I was going to talk to you a little bit about silver. Just got long silver. Not a big position. Commodities. Let me move this over. Commodities could definitely run here. So I hate this because the way I'm set up here, I can't see myself in the camera over there. All right, give some people. People came on, got them a minute. This lift banged the first target. If you were swing trading it, I'd be taking it down. RSI has now hit 73. Okay. One of the most confusing concepts for people to get, and when you get this, it'll make you a better trader. And until you get this, you're just bullshitting. Okay. These indicators don't give a shit when you got in the stock. So when you're like, yeah, but I got in over, that doesn't matter. Price is a social agreement. I talk about this in my new ebook, man. It doesn't care where you got in. Nobody cares. I don't. The market doesn't. Nobody cares. You think it means something. It means nothing. So meaning you can have a 50% move. It pulls back 30%, 50% move, pulls back 30%, 50% move, pulls back 30%, and you're still from up here. And you miss the flow of that because you're focused on when you got in. What the hell is going on? Cancel, man. What the fuck? So I'm using a different mouse too, man. I left my damn mouse. I had to borrow one, so now I'm having problems. I got a feeling I might have problems today. So, why is this? Oh, I see. I see what's going on. So on Lyft, again, you got to understand that. Now, that doesn't mean you got to take it down because the RSI hit a high, right? But if you're trying to trade around a position, this is how you trade around position, okay? You pick up the stage ones. You don't boo-hoo about where you got in up here and it's killing you and all that other bullshit I hear people saying. Stop doing that, man. Control your tongue. Trade like trade like you know what you're doing, man. Be important about it. Go about it like you actually give a shit and don't do it like a whiner, okay? Do it like you're trying to do something. And sometimes you have setbacks. But when this gets back to 45 or 50, all it's going to be is regret. So don't let that happen to you, man. That was a buyable stage one. So was that. Now that has a big spread. We don't like that. That was a buyable stage one. So you've had 3 months to get ready for this big move. Okay. You can't do that when you're a whiny baby. Okay. Can't do that when you're focused on being down. So I'm focused on making money. And sometimes sales go down. Sometimes businesses struggle. Sometimes this and that. That doesn't matter. You stay with it because the stock market will purge you. Okay. Everybody that's not supposed to own shares loses all their shares. It happens every time we do a big move, man. So, Lyft will run up. It'll probably get back into the 40s. This go round? No, not necessarily this go round. The money flow, the pattern will play out like this. It'll play out where it goes sideways, right? And then it runs up, and then what? I don't know, wherever it stops, probably up in here, it's going to go sideways. So it'll go sideways, it'll run up, it'll go sideways, and then it'll come down. And then it'll go sideways, right? And that's what we're looking for. And my goal, is accumulating these, but if I'm a swing trading, I want to buy the breakout and close it at the previous high. So it depends on how you play the pattern. Depends on what your goals are. Okay. So, if a guy just got in last week right here, well, he's loving this. He's up 50%. And you're like, yeah, but I got in up here. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares where you got in, man. I'm telling you, once you get past that, trading gets a lot easier. When you stop analyzing everything by when you got in, that has nothing to do with if this is a good trade or not, okay? It took me a long time to get that through my brain. When this hits 70, you're going to see this start to stop. And if you notice, it's right around a previous high. You're going to see this start to stop. It didn't say RSI 73, but let me check in where Johnny got in to see if it doesn't do that. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, so you've got to get past that. So it means partly this is maturing as a trader, man. And so there's lift. If you're in the money flow gang with me, I know a lot of you guys are too busy to get a text message, but if you were in it with me, you know, was it 2 weeks ago? Last week, I said, hey, it's time to start adding to these high quality growth names. It's time to get back into some of these penny stocks. Some of them are up 50, 60% since we did that. A lot of people are too busy to be notified about that, though. So let's see. These were our buy zones on Uber. I mean, all of these are a godsend. You know, so the guy got in here and it ran up and then it came way down here and he's like, oh no. It's like, no, bro, it's trying to help you. This is how God helps you. This is how it helps you. But you've got to understand and see that, man. Does it matter if you bought it here and now it's back to here? What changed? Nothing. So we go forward 6 months, we're back to where it was. But what changed was you got a chance to add more shares. And everybody I meet doesn't have enough damn money. They don't have enough in the stock market. The problem is when it goes from here to down here, they start all of a sudden slowing up in how much they're putting in. And just when they should be really putting in, they're not putting in. And then it runs up here, and then they've just wasted 6 months owning these shares, man. So you got to use this stuff to take advantage of all this stuff, man. So this was when was the best time to buy Uber? Right around in here, right? But if you're like, but I bought it at 50, that doesn't matter, man. Nobody cares. So repeating that to yourself or saying it's killing you, it's a sign of immaturity as a trader, man. Stop doing that. These are opportunities for you to level up. Now, if you don't, I was explaining this to a money flow member the other day. If you don't believe in the stocks you hold, then just fucking sell them, dude. Why would you hold something you don't believe in? Because if you don't believe in it, then you can't stick to the strategy, which is sideways up, sideways down. This is what I believe in. So then I got to line up stocks that I watch flow through the pattern, okay? If any movement like this coming down makes you break it, then one, either you don't believe in the strategy or you don't believe in the stocks you hold. Or you haven't aligned your strategy with the way you think or how you're expecting it to trade out, man. So, man, it really is a beautiful thing here, man. It really is a beautiful thing. I'm up a lot of money in this Uber. I think I've been telling you guys, I got to 1,000 shares. Now I'm trying to get to 2,000. Now it's run on me. So I'm sad. I liked it better back here. Now it's run on me. So that sucks. So I can't buy this, so I got to turn my attention to other things. So my mind's off Uber now. So at the open, I took a trade in silver. Now this is just a trade. We had a pop in silver. So what am I trading here? The money flow, right? There was stage 1, tried to do a 2, came down into a 4, put in our anchor point right here, right? There's our lowest low. And then what? Built the box out. It built the box out. Should have bought some here, really, if you wanted to play the trade, perfect. Didn't. It popped. See that big gap? Futures, because these trade on the futures exchange. Commodities can be very volatile. These aren't stocks. And since it opened back in the same zone as the breakout, that gives me a chance. So because I missed the trade, meaning I didn't time it perfectly. I should have been in right there on that day, right there. I just didn't have the money because I was buying Uber, Dash, and Lyft. So because I couldn't make that move there, and if you go back and read the Pierce report, I said, hey, it's time to put money into the risky shit, the altcoins, Bitcoin, penny stocks, growth plays. It's time to put it back on because you could see these stage 1s forming, man. And then bam, this is AGQ. This is a triple leveraged ETN. Now it's an ETN, not an ETF. Make sure you go learn what that is, man. There's a difference, okay? This is triple leverage. It's like an option doesn't expire. The reason I didn't take a full position, this is, it's not the greatest setup here. It's not the greatest setup, man. We got a big gap here. So I took a small one, anticipating that maybe it comes back in here and we keep working out this and then we head higher. But our target is up in here in this 28 range. And then the stop loss is right down here, which is in the $20 range. So that's how you would judge how many shares to buy, is how much money you're willing to lose versus how much money you're going to make, okay? So never focus on what you're going to make. Focus on what you're going to lose, okay? Focus on what you're going to lose. Yeah, so there you go. Good move there. So we'll see. Looks like it's moved up a little bit since I sent out the text message earlier. We'll see. We've been long oil. Oil came under pressure yesterday. Had some people asking me if I was selling it. I said no. Just the price was under the 20, but we were still holding the breakout zone. The 5-day had not crossed. I'm not jumping the gun on that. I'd rather lose money than jump the gun. And, it's close. It's close to where I'd be bailing, but let's give it a minute, and now we see it coming back. Does it keep holding this? I don't know, but it's looking good right now. So it's come back right now. So we'll see where it takes us from here. But still long oil. I mean, so we got some little conflicts going, but struggle between oil and the stock market and everything else. Dash was one, put some money in last week. It's just not I really thought this was going to push higher, and I do think this is a stock you stay with. I think Dash is going to do well, man. We just got to figure out. I don't know why it's not pushing higher here. I thought it would have. We'll see. Yeah, gold's fine. I'm long silver, gold, fucking silver, flip a coin, whichever, man. They're going to roll together. Gold goes up, silver goes up. It's like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Sometimes one leads, sometimes one doesn't. Again, just a swing trade, trading price, trading the stage, okay? So this is Dash. Didn't get the juice I thought it would get. It's come up since we were buying it, but not the juice. We're up about 60% last time I checked, and the last time we added to SOXL, or maybe down now. Maybe it's around 50. Now, we were playing this much higher, and I got caught in it, and it came down, and got caught in it and tried to play it, so now we're making up for it. We've made up some. We'll see. It's a triple leverage fund. I don't want to ride it back down. Be careful with these triple leverage ETNs. If you don't know what an ETN is, don't trade it, okay? There's a difference between an ETN and an ETF. And if you're in the money flow gang, I put out that was your homework. What's the difference between an ETF and an ETN? So I'm going to contact some of you. And then if you don't know, I'm going to unfriend you and unfollow you, maybe block you. So, because it's embarrassing that friends of mine wouldn't know the difference between an ETF and an ETN. So SPY's pulling back. Anticipated the SPY to pull back here. That's embarrassing, by the way. If you're a friend of mine that you don't know the difference, it's embarrassing. It embarrasses me. It should embarrass you. Okay? I know you like having a lot of broke friends around you. I don't. I find it demoralizing. So it means you need to learn rich people shit, okay? You can only float through life so much going, I don't know. Duh, I don't know. You only get to do that so long. Duh. You only get to do that so long, man, before people's just life starts calling you on your bullshit. So that's how I see it. Raise your standards, man. Raise your standards. So this is where the SPY should have stopped. This is what we expected to do. This is a stage one. There was our buy, a couple more opportunities to add on the stage one. There's our anchor point. This was just picture perfect, classic money flow trading. Again, this is where I lose friends, block people, and unsubscribe, because that's an anchor point, and then it moves higher and confirms here. And anybody saying it was going down is a complete dumbass. It's not going down. There's your anchor point. There's your stage one. Now, meaning I got to believe that. I can't listen to anybody else saying any other thing because this is my trading strategy. So I don't listen to other people. I don't listen to them. I have no interest in knowing what other people's opinions are because mine's already set. Anchor point, stage one, stage one, stage one. There's the breakout. If I'm swing trading this, there's my target, previous high. None of that's open to interpretation, right? And then obviously the RSI. So it's hanging in there. Price is still 5 days still above the 10-day and the 20. But look at this spread we're starting to see. Price doesn't usually hold that very often. So either price is going to hold and the 20 days is going to drift into price, or price is coming back down to the 20-day. One or the other is going to happen. So we'll start seeing one or the other will happen. Either price holds and the moving average works its way up, or it comes down to the moving average. It doesn't stay away from the 20 very long. You know, you see it. Even when it came down here and it got real far from the 20, what happens? Pulls back into the 20. Comes down, what happens? Pulls back into the 20. Comes down, what happens? Pulls back into the 20. So as it pulls down, what happens? Pulls back into the 20. It's always attracted to this green line. So remember that as you watch trades play, price is attracted to that green line. It'll get away from it for a minute, but it's like a rubber band. And we know our first signal is, has it ever stopped here before? Yeah. So if you don't believe in support and resistance, I don't know, man. It's pretty dumb not to. So I don't know any other nice way to say it. That's support and resistance right there. Hey, don't ask what kind of market this is. Talk less, man. Talk less. And as price hits that, that's called resistance. That's resistance. Right? So it's expected. And then the RSI, I didn't go extreme. You don't really see RSI get extreme a lot on the S&P 500. That's normally reserved for stocks. Like even over here, look, it's not extreme, not extreme. It's really not extreme. You see that? You don't really get that a lot when it comes to the S&P. It's more of a, stage one, stage two, stage three, hitting previous highs. It's more of a structure thing than it is RSI thing when it comes to the index itself. Let me go back to Uber for a second. Looks like the market, it's Friday. It wouldn't surprise me to see it sell off a little bit. Yeah, Uber just ain't quitting, man. And look where Uber's hitting, man. This previous high over here. Look at this. So I imagine this is where it stops. Look at that. It's coming right into that box, man. And what do I mean by box? A zone where it stopped before. That's a box, okay? And when it blew through this one, it blew right through it, right through that one. It tells me it's going to the next one. And if it blew through that one, I would assume it's going to the next one, which is right here. I don't see that happening. The RSI is way too extreme. What's up, Jess? It's way too extreme. But Uber looks strong, man. Looks crazy strong. So that's pretty cool. I got a large position in that, man. Yeah, RSI is screaming though. So we should see this stop. And this is probably a completed move for a while. So we got our extremes. Extreme move to extreme move. So you see how that worked? If you're not using the RSI, man, it's like, what is wrong with you? This always shocks me when I meet people trying to learn options and you haven't learned this. You haven't mastered this one indicator. You have zero reason to be messing with options and you don't know this thing. Okay? You should know this. If you're buying options and you don't know this, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's just too dumb to have a conversation about. Are you taking... No, we're not taking profits. Uber's going to $60. So it'll pull back, and then next stage one, I'm going to start buying again. Okay? I'm telling everyone on planet Earth that'll listen to me, Uber is going to $60. That's where I'm selling. I'm going to have a lot of Uber, and I'm going to sell it at $60, and then you're going to see me buy a fucking Ferrari. And everybody else will be like, I'm just too busy, Gerald. Too busy. I'm too busy. I can't watch all this. I'm just so busy. There's so much going on at work. Everybody gets busy at work whenever the stock market goes down. So busy at work, Gerald. It's amazing anybody can run for president. So busy. Let's see. I'll cover Carvana yet. No, we're not doing Carvana, man. Facebook. I'm in Facebook. I'm starting to despise it. Let's see. Oh, Meta. Fuck. Yeah, man. I think Meta's a shit show, dude. Revenue's down. We got infighting at the company. Yeah, I don't like it here, man. I've been accumulating Snap. I think Snap has way more upside. So I've been accumulating shares of Snap here. Big time undervalued, stage 1. I don't know if it goes up, but it's a stage 1. So I've been accumulating these. Let's see. GP followed you for a while. Your knowledge has been very helpful and correct. Uber. Wow. Thank you very much for the video and time. You're very welcome, Mad Max. I like Snap. I like Snap here. Let's see. Yeah. Until they get metaverse porn down, nobody's going there. That's just the way it is. They got to get that down. Let's see. I like Snap. I'm in pins, but I don't know. All of these companies are not doing well right now. Let's see. Yeah, pins has done better than the others. Hi guys, I just found this channel. What is going on? Will somebody be my friend? I'm long ERX, man. What do you think I think about it? Let's see. We did dash. Oh, on the dividend spectrum, there's only a few out here I would be picking up right now. Verizon is now. You could jump the gun here on Verizon. I don't like this setup but this is an easy swing trade. If I traded options, if I was one of you guys that likes to trade options, I would be buying Verizon with a $50 target about 3 months out. Or maybe you could do an iron condor cheese spread right here. You could do an iron condor cheese spread. There's your anchor point. This is an iron condor cheese charcuterie board here. You could do an iron condor charcuterie board here. Normally, I like to see price get above the 5-day. You see how spread out these moving averages are? I don't like that. That's usually not a good signal, but we've seen it before with Verizon. Is this the bottom? I don't know, man. You guys want to do it? So, we'll see. I like it here, though. I like this. It's Verizon, so this is a good play. So as far as dividend stocks, I like Verizon. He says, add me. Man, get the fuck out of here. Talk to me. Add me. He knows who you are, man. Get out of here with your bullshit. Intel is worth a look here. Let's see. It's right at a support zone. Right at a support zone. can see it right there, right? A lot of problems with Intel, but man, every time it's gotten down to these kind of levels, man, I've done pretty well in Intel. So I would start nibbling right around in here. I'd start nibbling. Again, not the best setup, but again, it's way below the 200. It ain't going to take much to turn this around and push this higher. These are easy trades. And if I was an options trader, I would do an iron condor cheese spread right here. You could do that. You could sell a call leap with a synthetic put option across a leveraged ETN. Why are they flirting? Let's kick you off. So if you want to do a leveraged cheese spread, charcuterie board, options, call, put, synthetic thing, you could do that here. This is what I like because it's a dividend stock trading way below the 200. It might take a minute, so I would do it long dated. Unless you're going to do a banana split with some, you could sell some puts as a banana split and you could do it. Or just do like I do and play the actual pattern of the money flow. That's an option too. Yeah, I'm in solo, man. I'm up big since we added last week. We're solo now. Ooh, down 3%. Yeah. We started adding back over here. It's not that much. It's up a little since we started adding 10 or 15%. No, Meta sucks. We're not doing Meta. Another dividend stock you should take a look at here. Dog of the Dow pays a nice 5.5% dividend yield. Currently a stage 1. I like it. You could do an iron condor cheese spread with fruit salad here. If you want to do fruit salad spread, you could do that here. You maybe could day trade it with cheese. You could do that here. That's going to go to 58, I imagine. Nice dividend. I've been accumulating shares in this one. This is a dog of the Dow. Just assume if it's a dog of the Dow and it's a stage 1, OGP's buying it. Just assume that because your assumption would be correct. This is Dow, man. D-O-W. Guess he hates options. I don't hate options. I just hate seeing you guys gambling, wasting your fucking time gambling. Just a bunch of junky gamblers. And then you're like 30 and you've lost all your fucking money. And then you're like, oh, I think I'll try this now. And then you blow all your money. And then you're like, I think I'll do this now. I think I'll buy this super salad coin. Then I'm going to do this. I'm just trying to teach people how to trade, man. And every time I do that, they fuck it up by bringing in a bunch of other things. Let me block this person. So he says, what penny stocks are you following? If you'd read my newsletter, you'd know. So yeah, on Friday's Tough Love Day, man. Thoughts on crypto, Gerald? I'd like to just spam your comments with comments so that you'll answer me. Salesforce, CRM. I like Salesforce. I'm long Salesforce. It's moving higher. It's past the buy zone though, man. And there's no juice behind it. Like we're right at resistance. So, we got the pattern. We're trading the pattern, right? So pull up the report, thepetersreport.com. So what we're trading is the pattern, right? The pattern. So I'm looking, if I look at Salesforce, where's it at? Is it in a stage 1? Nope. It's above the 20. Is it in a stage 3? Nope. So it narrows it down. It's in a stage 2, right? And it's in a very tight one, pushing up against resistance. So yeah, if it breaks through here, it's easily going to 215. That's the next level, but we need some catalyst to get us there. That's the next level. And right now we're right at resistance. Now, not to confuse everyone doing the fruit salad condor things, if we look over if we look over, you know, that see where it stopped before? Often that's where your cheesecake will stop again. All right, bro. If you, just me, if you spam my shit one more time, I'm fixing to block you, bro. You get like one more. I know it's delayed from me talking. So I'm about to block you, bro. Yep. So if we get through here, cheesecake's at 215. Can I buy it here? I can't. This is way past the buy zone. Buy zone's right there. Here's our stage one, our official stage one. That was the nice stage one. That was the easy buy stage one there. It set up another one and another one. So really, this has just been the same stage one. It's just gotten real tight. And if you've studied the money flow, then you know when the moving averages start to kind of go sideways like this, as you can tell by this is what these other indicators do for us. Once they go sideways, none of these matter. They don't mean shit, okay? Once an indicator goes sideways, they're pretty useless. Our target's up here, 215. You know, we added a little bit back here, but I haven't added since, man. I'm looking for good setups, man. I'm not trying to force setups in stocks, okay? I want them to be solid setups. We want them to be solid setups. Let's check in on gold. Yeah, gold's hanging in there. We got a stage two. Like I said, I added to silver, thinking I might get more bang for my buck. It's a very small trade because I missed the stage one. This was your buy day right here. When they all came together and price got above the 5-day and we had an anchor point, which was right here. Which was, man, this is, honestly, if you're following with the money flow closely and you're watching this, you know, there was your original anchor point. It broke it. That's a bad sign, right? Next day, breaks up back into the box. Back in the box. That's beautiful. Back in the box. My man, Corinther says, thanks for the game. Buy a book, man. Stop being cheesy. Go buy a book. Stop spooning. Yep. So that was the day, man. That was your day right there. Back in the box. Box is broken, back in. So if you're watching closely, and you're following the money flow, you know, big stage 4 decline. There's your anchor point. It gets broke. Fuck. Remember day 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, broke and then back. Super bullish, man. Super bullish. And then we see price runs on. So let's check in on Delta's one of our swing trades. Stalling out a little bit. Not much. Again, look at that solid stage right here. Man, Delta was textbook, picture perfect. So something I do, a lot of people don't do it. I know. I follow the same 60, 70, 80, 100 stocks, okay? I'm always watching the same. I'm not really looking for new stocks. A lot of people are constantly sending me new stocks. I just go, I don't follow that stock. Now, will I from time to time look at new stocks? Yes. And I'm going to show you one we did that. Time to time, I bring in a new stock, and I typically drop one if I do that. Why? Because it allows me to really see moves in these, man. Focused on it. And I'm not chasing. Where did it stop? Exactly where it stopped before. It's like magic. And then we had our big breakout day. Came back down, but it held the anchor point. Super bullish, adding. Now we're drifting higher. Our target is where it stopped before. Remember? Stopped. So our target's up in here, $36, $37. Does it get there? I don't know. Keep an eye on the RSI. We'll see. You know, maybe some trades don't get there. And that's why you trade more than one. We'll see. Yeah, Hanesbrands has just been. I've got a massive position, so I haven't been adding the last few weeks. I've been focused on things that were going to go up. So yeah, not much out there today, man. I'll show you one we traded if you're in my Discord. I know a lot of people. Oh, I'm too busy to be in Discord. I'm so busy at work. I'm so busy, and the stock market's down, and I don't want to see it. So this is one we did in Discord, because some trades I do just in Discord, because I like people that hang out with me. And UAN. Now, I had a feeling something good would happen. So that's your stage one. Started nibbling around $98. There's our breakout. Runs up into earnings, about 25% move. And they announce a $10 a share special dividend. So everyone that owns this will get $10 for every share. $10. So right now we're up 25% and you get $10 for every share you own. I know. You were busy. Couldn't make it to Discord. So you just lost out on thousands of dollars. I don't know what to say. GP, you got Uber in your buy and hold also as a position trade. Now, right now, Uber is just in my buy and hold. If I was position trading it, I would be trimming it here, though. If I was position trading it. It is a position trade for me, but I'm not trimming any. Let me rephrase that. It is a position trade, but I'm not trimming any. Okay? And my intention is to sell it. Yeah. Well, now the dividend yield on this stock right now is 17%. They increased their dividend by $10 a share. It's a special dividend just for this quarter because they've made a shit ton of money. Now, notice something. Where did it stop? Right where it stopped before. Crazy. Yeah, so we dropped these little nuggets in the Discord. So too late on this one now. It's going to do what it's going to do. I got another one of these coming up though. Still doing a little research. This is run a little far. I mean, it's on ex-dividend day, it's going to come down by $10. So it'll still be up pretty nice. So we'll see. It's an interesting stock. It's a fertilizer play. So somebody just said adding to Chevron. Oh, look at the oils coming back. Yeah, I'm pretty long oil stocks. So I didn't trade any of these. I just traded the leveraged ETN. The leveraged ETN. That's the thing, man, about trading in a group is sometimes you got to decipher between all the stuff. And if you have lots and lots and lots and lots of tickers coming at you, it can be confusing. So I pretty much ignore all of those and I focus on the same stocks and I just track them and follow them. And every once in a while I let a new stock in. And you always want some people that you listen to that if they put it out, you're like, okay, let me take a second and take this kind of serious. And that's where I got the other, that one, the UAN, wasn't one of my picks. It was a good friend of mine that's a good trader. So this is why I always say I got to limit the people in my ear because there's a lot of stupid people in the world. Now, I want to help those people, but I don't want to take financial advice from those people. You get what I'm saying? So I want to help people with stock picks. I don't want their stock picks until they're good traders. Once they're a good trader, good, and like I know they research, they're in Discord every day. They're not crying like little bitches when the market's down. They're staying focused. They're trading their positions. They do it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. They're staying on it. Now I'm all ears. But just some random dude I bump up to on Instagram, I really don't give a fuck about your stock picks. I don't even know you. You're probably going to be purged in the next sell-off. Most people coming into groups get purged. They don't last long. They get purged, man. So be careful, like all this stuff you see on Reddit and Twitter. You don't know who that is, man. So make sure that you got like Michael Crow from the Wealth Squad, good buddy of mine. We talk stocks all the time. If Mike sends me a stock, I stop what I'm doing and I go look. There's like 3 people, I have 4 people on earth that if they send me one, I immediately stop and look because it could be that time sensitive. And then there's a tier level to that system. Then there's about 20 people that I know they're in there, they're studying, they're good people. When I have time, I look, and then it works its way down. And you should do the same thing, man. Every time your phone rings, don't pick it up. Like I don't pick up the phone, but there's only 3 people on earth that I'll pick my phone up for. Now, I'm not in phone sales, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just regular stuff. Turn off all these notifications. GP, do you like DVN? Good, sir. Nope, I don't know DVN, but let's see. We can just money flow it. I'm assuming it. Yeah, Devon Energy. I like energy, so Devon. Buy. That's how Kramer does it, right? So if you watch Kramer's show and he's like, buy, sell, buy. The way he does that is he knows the 11 sectors of the index. And so if that sector is on fire and you say to you, he says buy. And he knows where those stocks are. So once you learn sector rotation, then you're good. This is back above the 20. How do I feel? Yeah, TQ. We've been long TQ. So if it breaks through, man, but I don't know if we're going to break here. But the longer we hang out here, the more likely we are to break, right? And like my man just said, if we break, we could run all the way to $60 there. I don't think you're going to get to 60. I mean, you could, obviously, anything's possible. But my targets would be down from that, man. I would be looking at these little box zones. These are little boxes. And if you've ever seen any of my other content, you'll see how I've determined whether that's a box or not. This one here is probably a box too. So when I have one, and this is hand grenades, this is not science. Those becomes possible resistance zones. Doesn't mean it's going to stop there, but again, it did it right here too, right? It's like pausing. Now, most people draw them at the top. This isn't science. So for me, I kind of typically use the middle. It doesn't have to, but actually the zone would be up there, right? Like you would take it up. But usually for targets, I'll bring it down a little. So if I was swing trading a triple leverage fund, I don't want to stay too long. And these would become trim spots. And so I would ride the wave up and I would take a little off and a little off, obviously respecting the RSI. And I would, like he said, he already has this planned out. He knows if it breaks through here, the next upside target could be as high as $60. So the last thing he wants to do is get out if it's going to $60. So the way I kind of play the middle on that is I just trim as it goes higher. So as it works in my favor, I take some off. And to make that some sort of systematic way that makes sense, I use zones where it stopped before. So if I would have got in here on one of our, which we did, and I haven't trimmed yet, say I was picking up these and then these are breakouts, right? If I was super tight trading, my first target would be right around in here. And I would take about 10% of the trade off. And then I'd wait and see, does it roll over? Do we do the stage 3? Do we do this and then break down? Or does the 3 turn into a 1? If you've got my new ebook, it's all mindset, man. I think if you read through it, you're going to see how much of this, even though it doesn't talk about trading, is really trading. I talk about the bipolar nature of the universe, the yin and the yang, love and hate, high tide, low tide. The universe is filled with these fractal patterns in this bipolar nature. A stage 3 is just a stage 1. The only reason we call it a 3 is because we just came off a 2. An uptrend is the exact opposite of a downtrend, right? So it's up, down, same thing, yin, yang, high tide, low tide, love and hate. Stage 3 is 2, accumulation, distribution. It's the same thing in reverse. One man's distributions, another man's accumulation. One man's foreclosures, another man's opportunity, right? So when you begin to see that, all of this is just a social agreement. The price of Bitcoin, I don't know what the fuck price of Bitcoin. It's just a social agreement. It changes every day, man. So if I'm trading Uber to $60, one day it might be 30, next day 15. That doesn't change my opinion of the thing. It's just a social agreement. And the markets move based on fear and greed, not logic. So I see people all the time trying to be fucking logical. It's a curse when you're in your 30s. Age 30 to 40, you really feel like you're smart because you've lived enough to have experience. You're smarter. You're not a kid. You've made some money. And then you begin to extrapolate that the world must function around logic. And it doesn't. The world functions around fear and greed. And it has nothing to do with logic. And so you have people watch and go, well, I mean, housing market's got to crash. Look at all this. No, it doesn't. The chick could turn right around and go straight fucking up. And so that's how you'll have billionaires and gurus standing there saying shit on YouTube, and it does the exact opposite. Because they don't know. Nobody knows anything. So whenever you get anybody that's pretty certain about something, pretty much be sure that's what's not going to happen. You know, I mean, he might get lucky, but, I never agree with the group, man. So if everybody's thinking one thing, fuck them. I'm on the other side of that. But I'm using my pattern. And that's freed me in life because I know, I don't care if it's Ray Dalio, Mark Zuckerberg, or the idiot from The Big Short who's always shorting everything. Like, he doesn't know shit. He doesn't know anything. If you could read economic reports and know where the market was going, there wouldn't be no economics teachers. They would all be billionaires. So one thing I know is all these economic reports and being smart doesn't equate to you being rich. That I know, because I know a lot of smart, broke people. So once I understood all of that and I began to apply it to how the market moves, which is in 4 stages, and that price is just a social agreement, if everything's booming, people will pay $60,000 for Bitcoin. If everything's not booming and they're scared, they'll pay $12,000. And then it'll go back and up and down, and that's how the market moves, man. And so if we know that, then we can anticipate that in your future, you're going to have crashes, right? And that's the market purging people, because we talk about that in the new ebook, that the universe purges people, right? You're not allowed to have it, man. Oceanfront property is reserved for the mighty, and everyone else gets purged, right? Everyone else gets purged, man. That's why last night this is all the same in real estate, man. I was talking Campfire Real Estate, and somebody was bringing up the FHA loan. I'm like, man, you're going to get purged. You're using the FHA loan because you're weak. You ain't got no money. And there's people that'll teach that. They'll teach that it's okay, and they won't look at you and go, you're broke. They won't do that. They don't want to hurt your feelings. So they'll be like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. You should buy it. It's a fucking stupid idea. Your house payment's going to be crazy high. You're paying reversed. You're paying PMI. It's stupid, man. Now, could we make the argument that that's better than renting? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think you just need to accept your situation and fix it. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think you need to get your shit together and get some money. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think we should do the right thing and not the easy thing. So, but what does that got to do with stocks, you say? Everything. I mean, how are you going to do a triple condor cheese spread if you don't have your shit together? That's it, man. Oil's doing good. My trade today was silver. I gave you more than you probably bargained for there or needed. We're back above the day. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about that. What about 10% down? It's better than 3%, but it's not being an investor. Investors put 20% down. Okay? Unless you're my friend Mark, then you don't need to put anything down. If you figure that out. 10% down, all right, you still got a high payment. You're still not, you need to put 20, man. There's reasons for that. Okay? 1, your cash flow is going to be great. 2, you can withstand any pullbacks. You're still above green. You actually got money invested in the deal, so you're getting money back. People feel like they're losing their money. You're not losing your money. You put your money into an asset now. So why not put all of it? Why put a little bit? Like, why? Why put 3? Put 100%. Fuck, man. We don't want to do that because we're leveraging, but you get what I'm saying. The goal is not to see how little I can put in. The goal is to see how much you can put in. Woo! 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 That was a bomb right there. Tweet that. Bonds have just been a shit show, man. Bonds have been a shit show. Nothing to see here. Let's check in on Bitcoin. I stopped talking about Bitcoin. I was tracking it on the 4-hour chart, man, trying to help people out, and they weren't that excited. So it's slowly climbing here. I mean, look at this pattern though. It's been crazy. If you're trading the Bitcoin, I would drop to a 4-hour chart. The problem with right now with crypto, man, we were talking about this in Discord. The big problem isn't whether I believe in Bitcoin or any of that. It's just that there's so many goddamn con men, and there's so many people full of shit, and nature's just purged a lot of these Celsius and Voyager. They were lying. What kind of home loan, if you do use a loan with 20, you just get a standard loan, man. Just go get a old standard, so this is 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. If I was trading it, I don't know where you would do that safely nowadays. I don't trust any of the brokers, but you just get a standard home loan, man. What do you think, man? You don't get an FHA. You don't get a veteran's loan. That's the other stupid loan. And I'm a veteran, by the way. I've been buying Snap. I think coin's okay. I own some coin. I don't know. Can we trust them? So it's had a nice move here. I've been buying Snap. Yeah, man. So we're going to put on, that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to put on a triple iron condor cheese spread with a derivative credit risk spread. Maybe add cheesecake to that too. And I was saying earlier, you could fruit salad it. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing out there, man. Shit I'm seeing. Ashton got my head spinning. Is it a good idea to start nibbling on... Jesus Christ. So we got a gambler, Anthony. I don't know you, Anthony, so I'm not going to pick on you. Ordinarily, I'd call you names, sir. I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to be the nice Gerald now, okay? I'm going to say he's new to trading. Now, why would you buy this, sir? Are you buying this because you're looking at the SQQ chart and you're like, man, this may be setting up to go back up? So I would ask you, why are you buying this? It's in a downtrend. Why would you buy it? And this is not a stock, by the way. Okay, this is a leveraged ETN, which stands for electronically traded note. I'm not going to roast him. I'm being very nice. I mean, his name is Anthony Maurice. Looks like a cool dude standing in front of water. Got some abs on him, I can see. You know. Yeah, don't use the veteran loan is horrible, guys. Every guy I meet getting out of the army is like, well, I was going to use my veteran loan to invest. And it's like, no, it's a dumb idea. If it comes from the government, it sucks. Don't take anything from the government, man. Who do you think made it? Don't take their handouts, man. You don't want welfare. You don't want food assistance, like unless you're literally fucking starving. You don't want Section 8 housing. You ever seen it? Right? Like, we don't want handouts, man. Our goal isn't to sit around fucking getting free shit from the government. So I don't want FHA loans. I don't want VA loans. Nothing. I want to be prosperous. Anything they connect their name to is going to be terrible. I mean, what is your favorite government program, by the way? None. After the anchor point, it's a wait. No, this is not a stock. You can't analyze this. This is an inverse ETF, man. So you would come over to the Qs, which is the underlying product of this, that's in an uptrend, and you have to ask yourself, do I want to short this uptrend? Why? It just broke through resistance, which means you're bearish. Why are you bearish? Why would you be bearish? It just broke through resistance. Price is above the 5-day, above the 10, above the 20. Why would you short this? It's going up. So the only reason you would short this is I guess you have a crystal ball. I mean, you know the future. I don't know the future. I have no idea where the market's going. Looks like right now it's headed back up. So if you're going to short this, again, I'm assuming you're in your 30s because most of these conversations come from people in their 30s. If you're going to short this, I guess you believe you know where the future is. You think it's going down. Okay. Well, guess where your first target is according to the money flow? Right here. And then the next target would be like right here. And then the next one. So I don't see the risk reward there. Like, okay, so you could take a short and put a stop right here. And then if it goes down, yeah, it worked out. But then for me, I'm trading this. So if something's in an uptrend, what is continues, meaning it's the Newton's law of gravity. What is in motion will stay in motion until it doesn't. Well, when does it doesn't? This, meaning it rolls over. So instead of me trying to predict when that is, because I have no idea, and neither does anybody. Chris Johnson doesn't know. I don't know. Ray Dalio doesn't know. If we did, I'd have all the money in the world. But what I do know is what's in motion tends to stay in motion. And until this breaks, I got to assume it's going to keep going. So no, I wouldn't be negative, man. You're getting negative in a bull market, which tells me you're listening to some bullshit, man. Man, you should let me help you, bro. Stop doing the Iron Condor cheese spread charcuterie board trades. Let me help you, man. Go get my book, bro. Hey, bro. What was his name? Anthony? You look kind of sexy, bro, with the shirt. Looked like it was unbuttoned. Go get my book today. And then if you buy my book today, send me a DM, man. And later today, if I'm drinking beer, you can call me. We'll talk trading, okay? I normally charge $100 for that. But I'll talk to you for a couple minutes just because I like that picture. And I'm not like that, bro. I just think you look kind of cool leaning against there with the water behind you and all. So get my book and then call me or DM me and we'll talk trading. Why you shouldn't do that. Do you do consulting? Of course I do, man. Hit my bio link, man. Get the book. Let's see. He said his favorite government program is Uber. I'm waiting for Uber to get on that, though, for real, man. They're going to start doing that government program thing, man. Like, that's coming, man. Wait till the government starts buying people Uber tickets. Man, you guys, people have been sleeping on Uber, man. I've been telling anybody that would listen, put your money in Uber. They save lives, man. People don't get drunk getting cars, they get in Ubers. Old people can go wherever they want. Handicapped people. And if you're broke, you can share it with 4 other people. Man, they got helicopters and freight coming. They're about to change the world. Man, oh man. Oh, Anthony's going to fuck it up. Everybody does. Everybody I make that offer to fucks it up. Then a guy meet me. He'd get a chance to meet me. And he goes, you think I should buy an index fund? I'm like, that's your big fucking question? You get to meet me? Something you could Google? You get your chance to talk to me. Multimillionaire. Ain't had a job since I was 32. Make my money trading and investing. And your big question to me is, should you buy an index fund? It's usually people's big question. Oh, you have the book. Well, then the offer's off the table, bro. You just asked a dumb question. You need to go read it. Matter of fact, you need to send the book back because you obviously didn't read it. Now you need to send the book back. You failed. So to answer your question, now I don't like you. I take back everything I said. Here's right there is your sell signal. If you wanted to get short, that's when you get short. And look, it worked just fine. And when would you take it off? When you get into a stage 1. And as a short seller, you would take it off. Okay. There we go. You fucked it up, Anthony. Now I don't even think your picture's cool now. I thought maybe talking to you, I'd get cooler, man. As I get older, it gets hard to stay cool, man. I used to be cool, man. It's getting hard. GP. My man said bring you on there live, but you got to take your shirt off. Now you're getting into the weird territory, man. People are gonna think I'm bisexual or something. Let's see. I'm just playing, man. I'm just picking on you, man. It's all good. Wow, it's hot in here. Temperature is extremely hot. I'm literally sweating in my house. We need to turn the AC on. Oh, bingo. All right, Kirby, calm the fuck down. Let's see. I'm in bingo, man. Oh, yeah. We trimmed this. If you're in the money flow game, we trimmed this yesterday. I sent out a text message trimming this. Did I save the text message? I did not, man. Oh, by the way, you can't see it on YouTube, but Scarface is coming to New Orleans. Man, I used to love Scarface, man. He put on a little bit of weight, though, man. He's a big boy now. You're going to change his name from Scarface to Big Boy. Yeah, I'm in bingo. I like bingo. I trimmed it just a little because I think I added to that. I don't remember what it was I added to, but I trimmed it to add to something. But I'm still in it. There you go, crew. We're still in it. I've been in it since the breakout. And that's one we got into earlier in the week, right? So if you saw at the beginning of the week, if you come over here to the newsletter, man, yeah, I'm a little behind because I've been traveling to New Orleans here, and I'm usually a day or two behind on this anyway. You see, WBD didn't work out too well. They got bitch slapped today. Drip adding to Dow, Cisco, Glove. You can see the dividend ones I'm buying. Adding to ER until stopped out. Back over around the 14th. Started adding to penny stocks again. It had been a while since I added to penny stocks. Started dripping back into some of the higher risk cryptos. Took profits in a BTC trade. We added, so you can kind of go back and follow. Now this has been nice because my position in Lyft is fairly large. Added on 619. We added the Lyft on 622. I added another time and I didn't write it down here, unfortunately. So keep a little trading log for yourself too. That's kind of the lesson here. This is, I know the professor's, his is like, where you at, Malik? Professor will be like, I had a salad today. I purchased Dow. I feel emotionally stable about it. And he goes and he like writes how he's feeling. My hair is perfect today, as usual. I think I'm gonna get some highlights, and I'm gonna get a new suit. He writes like how he's feeling. I don't do that. It don't matter how I'm feeling. I follow the money flow regardless of how I'm feeling. So I've gotten past that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm past that. So, but you know, if it benefits you and helps you, like he likes doing it because it kind of, you know, he's very short-term trading. So it makes sense. I know why he does it. I'm just fucking with him. You know, you guys know he's my friend and all. You know, like my buddy Ashton with the Iron Condor fruit salad stuff. You know, so write down what you think you need to write down. But for me, I don't really need to put my emotions or like had an argument with my wife, bought 3 shares of GLV. I don't need to put that in there. I just need to put 723 adding to GLV. So when I go look on that day, let's see, I don't need to tell you what I was feeling. Most of the time I'm pissed off. So if I go to the 14th, let's pull up the 14th. Okay. Be like, I was feeling very sensitive today. Today I was feeling very sensitive. So what's that? The 14th, right? Right there. Why? Because that's stage 2 breakout underway, man. That's why. It don't matter what I was feeling that day. Oh, I had 3 beers today. Somebody on YouTube called me fat. I don't feel very good right now. So we're going to look to take some more down right here. We took it on the RSI. The next time to take this down a little bit is probably around 225. Now, here's the thing about bingo, BNGO. We nickname it bingo. Here's the thing about it, okay? This is my largest trade ever. Let me back this up, okay? If we go to a weekly, I had a 5,000% return last time we played this on the real note. And we bought it around 50 cents and covered it around $15. It was second biggest trade of my life. And that was in 21, okay? And here's the problem. I didn't buy much. I bought $500. I bought $500 worth and it had a 5,000% return. Could have been life-changing. What if I'd have bought 1,000? And because of moves like that, this is where people get stupid and then they start trying to buy $10,000 to make $1 million. Don't do that, okay? Position size. These are penny stocks. But this is what's possible. And if you catch one like this, and we did in this stock, and now look at it on the weekly, it's breaking out. It could easily go to 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. It's done it before. I wrote it to 15 before. Could do it again. Could do it again. Oh, okay, Doc. JYNT. Now, I was yelling at them for showing me. Now, why don't I yell at him? Because he's been trading with me for a long time. I ain't got to yell at him. Whoo! Yeah, didn't you get in this the other day, man? See, one of the people in our Discord who throws out good trades. Look at that. Don't you want friends like that? When it does that, do you or let it run, baby? You go. So what I do is I trim it out, man. I take. Yeah, I must have missed you post that one, man. Yeah, so he said he got in 2 weeks ago. Beautiful move, man. Nice. Did you take some off today? I hope you took some off at the open. Why would I tell him that? Look at that RSI banging 81. So we got to trim it. So the way to, my other man's question, do you take some off? You trim it. You trim in, meaning you drip add in, buy a few shares, buy a few shares, buy a few shares, buy a few shares, breakout comes, let it run, set your first target, take some off on the thing, take some off. So, drip in, drip out, man. Do it under control. You want the best of both worlds. You want to take some quick gains and be able to let it run. And you can do the same philosophy getting out of a trade. You could set one stop for half the position here, give it a minute, next goes lower, man. Make it stretch out. So yeah, he took some off at the open. Perfect. Damn. Look at the money flow gain trading perfect. You know what that gets you? Man, that's nice. That right there is going to get you a red dress run. So if you're coming to my live event at my house on the 13th, it's New Orleans red dress run. That means you're going to see everyone in the city wearing red dresses. Men too. Except GP's not going to be in a red dress. Doubt me? Look at that. That's from last year. You can't see them on YouTube. I'll have to post them. So if you're coming to my private party, if you do wear a red dress, I'll give you more free beer. Okay? That's the way they do it in New Orleans. So we have about 50 of these parties a year. So, Anthony, you fit right in, bro. Unbutton your shirt. Let's stop sharing that. So, I'm not doing the red dress. I'm just going to let you know, man. I do kind of draw the limits on my attire. I keep it pretty simple. I don't really, I'm not against the red dress. I'm in full support of it. I'll go out and drink beer with them. All right, let's look at this, man. You guys and your penny stocks. It never ends. Let's see. Oh, Big Five Sporting Goods. It's not really a penny stock. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, man. Hasbro, I've been buying Hasbro. We'll end with this one, man. I'm just babbling. I've been accumulating shares of Hasbro as long as it's a stage one. This is a declining stage one, but it's still holding these previous anchor points here. So I think it's highly undervalued, almost a 4% dividend yield. It's way below the 200. To me, this is a no-brainer. I buy a share here, buy a share there. I'm just going to keep doing it like I've done with Haynes. Eventually, it's going to pop and run. This pattern is ugly, but it's super undervalued, man. So hope that helps, man. It's Friday, man. Just remember, everybody that takes the weekend off and you're chilling, you get a little bit poorer on Monday. So rest and relax, enjoy the weekend, and be poorer on Monday for it. That's what you get for resting. Okay? So everybody takes the weekend off. You just take the weekend off, go spend some money. On Monday, you're going to be poorer than you were on Friday. Just poorer and poorer. Every day you take off, you're just poorer. You're passing on your dreams. You're like, man, I could be pursuing my dreams, but instead I'm going to go hang out with my boys over here and just be poorer and poorer. So that's it, man. That's all I got. I'm going to stay on Instagram for a second and show them something. Peace, YouTube.